We begin in the mid-1900s with James Burns, an actor undergoing a complex process of developing his character for a movie being filmed on the ocean liner ship he is aboard. This process involves exploration of the ship while overcoming the movie director's challenges, reliving childhood flashbacks, and interacting with supernatural occurrences. The first of which is James rushing to a stage through the halls of the ship, which is currently sinking. He arrives to see the Rat Queen, a supernatural entity, standing behind a child actor portraying a younger version of himself and exclaiming that he almost had it as she pulls the boy's head off. James suddenly awakes and arises from the bed in his luxurious stateroom, aboard the same ship, which is no longer sinking, while the disembodied voice of the director insults him. James takes some time within the room to reflect on the character he is building, including reviewing notes, correspondence, and periodicals, ultimately entering a small film screening room and playing a film reel which narrates the development process. Upon opening the same door he entered the room through and exiting, James finds that he is inexplicably in a different part of the ship and begins exploring. During his exploration, the ship's rooms shift between the present day, past, and supernatural. The present-day rooms contain notes, objects, and obstacles related to the ship's staff, James's agent, and the director. The director has had the staff clear out of a large section of the ship and set up several scenarios involving mannequins throughout it in order to assist James with his character and, by extension, self-development process. The director's goal is to have James choose to let go of his past and overcome his identity crisis in order to decide to have his character embody his present self, the male actor, James. The past rooms contain James's childhood memories of his sister, Lily Burns, and their abusive father, who blames James for their mother's death as she died giving birth to him. These memories show Lily and James surviving at home by avoiding their father as much as possible, finding joy only in sneaking into the movie theater where he worked to watch movies, and play acting together as pirates in a story. Eventually, their father's abuse gets so bad that they run away, sneaking aboard and stowing away on an ocean liner ship, similar to the present-day one James is currently aboard. This period of their life involves running and hiding from the increasingly aware crew, stealing food which becomes scarcer as the crew tightens security and rations it, and embracing their pirate play-acting roles as a coping mechanism for their dire situation. One night, a fire breaks out on the ship. The siblings are separated as they scramble to escape, and Lily is killed by an explosion. Reliving these events as a part of his character development process shows James's desire to reunite with his sister and have his character embody her, the female actress, Lily. The supernatural rooms contain memories of James's childhood interactions with the Rat Queen after Lily's death and his present character development and decision. Now alone, without either his father or sister, he struggles to survive and desperately wishes for Lily to return to him. The Rat Queen answers his prayers, taking advantage of his guilt to guide him into the void, a dimension of death, with the promise that he will be able to save Lily. Upon venturing into the void, he encounters and escapes from the Formless Man, a physical manifestation of the indecision within himself. Finally, he reaches Lily, finding that only her soul, or flame, remains and, despite being furious with the Rat Queen for what he perceives as her lying to him, absorbs it into himself. The Rat Queen's objective is to have James overcome his indecision by making a definitive choice regarding his character and identity, to embody either James or Lily. The culmination of James's character development and self-exploration leads him to the director's stage, where the child actor portraying his younger self is firing a pistol at a small figurine of the Formless Man. James looks at his own hands and discovers that he has been transformed into Lily by the Rat Queen, both physically and mentally, body and soul. Lily and child James act out a scene where he shoots the Formless Man figurine, representing both himself and his identity crisis, which causes injury to him as he does so. Lily muses aloud, "A mother long gone, a sister's last breath, a life for a life, a death for a death," before child James puts the gun to his own head and fires, causing him to fall to the ground simultaneously as the Formless Man figurine shatters. Lily tells him that he can finally rest now, having sacrificed himself to save her by choosing to extinguish his own soul, leaving only hers remaining and completing the development of himself into her. Lily turns toward the stage lights and receives a standing ovation from the audience together with the child actor, who rises and takes her hand as they bow together. Afterwards, in her dressing room, Lily observes her own reflection in the mirror, revealing that she has retained some of James's physical features, such as his eye color and facial mole. She glances at the movie posters of films starring her, before her attention is drawn to a storage chest behind her with unknown contents, which mysteriously rumbles and then bursts open.